job. I got a job. Got the job. Got the job.
If real shows ain't produced, it ain't fake.
Black on the job. I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live.
You know it's live.
I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO. Don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the high. I just got a new promotion. Give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job. I'm putting in work. Y'all getting faded. I'm on time for my check. You boys late. If I say I want a promo, they gon' pay. My family straight. I'm getting paid. I'm highly favored. Resume layer. I just went and grabbed my suit. You know it's tailored. I need some cream in my coffee. Let it flavor. Leave some snacks up on my desk. Vanilla wafers. I got a meeting coming up. I see you later. It's nothing personal. I'm all about my paper. Oh, you don't got the right skills. Can get this flavor. If you really about your biz, put it on paper. We pay our taxes. My bees hack. If it do not got our stamp, then they hacked you. We certified while them other companies acting. Go ahead, send it $30. Get it crackin'. Black on the job. I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated. Don't say we date. I'm a CEO. Don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the high. I just got a new promotion. Give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job. Come be a boss. I got the sauce. They let you go, then that company took a loss. Yeah, 25 bands, 55 bands, 75 bands, 100K advance. Come get these increments. Baby, you be working. This increase worth a Birkin. Make them pay because you worth it. You're impressive, that's for certain. Secretary was a clerk. Saw my raise and went berserk. My new resume, it worked. Black on the job. I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO. Don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the high. I just got a new promotion. Give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job.
I got the job. I got the job. I got a job. Got the job. Got the job.
If real shows ain't produced, it ain't fake.
Black on the job. I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO. Don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the high. I just got a new promotion. Give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job. I'm putting in work. Y'all getting faded. I'm on time for my check. You boys late. If I say I want a promo, they gon' pay. My family straight. I'm getting paid. I'm highly favored. Resume layer. I just went and grabbed my suit. You know it's tailored. I need some cream in my coffee. Let it flavor. Leave some snacks up on my desk. Vanilla wafers. I got a meeting coming up. I see you later. It's nothing personal. I'm all about my paper. Oh, you don't got the right skills. Can get this flavor. If you really about your biz, put it on paper. We pay our taxes. My bees hack. If it do not got our stamp, then they hacked you. We certified while them other companies acting. Go ahead, send it $30. Get it crackin'. Black on the job. I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO. Don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the high. I just got a new promotion. Give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job. Come be a boss. I got the sauce. They let you go, then that company took a loss. Yeah, 25 bands, 55 bands, 75 bands, 100K advance. Come get these increments. Baby, you be working. This increase worth a Birkin. Make them pay because you worth it. You're impressive, that's for certain. Secretary was a clerk. Saw my raise and went berserk. My new resume, it worked. Black on the job. I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO. Don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the high. I just got a new promotion. Give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job.
Hi, B. all up in the house today. That's because, see, I know how to get y'all now. I know how to get y'all now. I know how to get y'all now. All right, I see we got Amber, Shanda, we got Gerard with us tonight. Jen, Joyce. Okay, if you're your first time here, put newbie in the chat. Like I told y'all, we taking an old school church. We got some deaconesses that come around, give you some paperwork. Okay, get you some information about the hive. Who's first time here? We got people on the UB today. We got people. Hey, A Nero joining from Texas. Y'all know we gotta have a theme song. Okay, y'all. All right, so let me get my compliance out the way because Esther, damn, who said that already? Who said that? Let me see. Who was this? Britt said she won last week. Someone said, who won this week? Blog. Damn, Britt, can I say hello? Can I say hey, B? Damn. Okay, so welcome to the hive. I guess we don't need no introductions. If it's your first time, put hey B. I am admin Sam. We are Black on the Job. We've been in business since 2018. We got our salary increases right there on the screen, 355 million in salary increases since 2018. Okay. Hi, Chrissy Newbie. I'll send you some information over in a second. We have low cost to no cost services. And on Wednesdays, we do our career live so we can go over new careers and what's going on. And we want to make sure that everyone in the group gets to six figures. We do a really good job of making sure that we get in contact with you guys and that we keep you guys paid. Okay. That's our job, is to keep y'all paid. Okay. April said, hit me with a little discount. Now, I know some of y'all want to know the blog winner, but you going to hold up. I told y'all going to stop treating me like a quickie. That's what y'all going to stop doing. That's what y'all going to stop doing. This is a relationship. Okay. This is not a situationship. We in this together. You won't hear me. Okay. Now, some of y'all think that we don't have niggas in the group. Not for real, but men in the group. I think, yeah, some of y'all, somebody said they had their kid on. Men in the group. Okay, we got men's. We let them talk every now, qualified. We let qualified men speak. Okay, we let qualified men. We got accused of not letting the niggas talk. We let y'all talk. We let you talk every now. Once you qualified, okay. Where's your manners? You don't. We even got a white man. Joy, come here. Show him your albino self. We are diverse. Okay. He worked for the police department. Okay, we're diverse. We got LEOs in the group. Joy. Okay. Y'all, what y'all trying to do? What y'all trying to do? We diverse. We got Nick B's. Tell them, Cameron. Okay, we not. Y'all, we got no folks up in here. They think that, they gonna think that we only, we diversified. I think. We be nice to the menses. Okay. I know that we had our lesbian lover special. What was that, last year when all the lesbians got 20% off? It's just because they got B in their name. And a lot of them be coming into the group. They find love. They find money. They give jobs. Okay. I don't know about y'all. Y'all need to increase your lesbian circle, because the lesbians, I know they be working in HR and in payroll, and they be helping me with getting the jobs. We got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got dogs, niggas, and jobs. We doing a lot here at Black on the Job. Okay. We do a lot here at Black on the Job. Okay. Now, back to some other stuff. Yeah. April. See, Joy Boy is a DEI hire. DE high. Equitable. Joy, how's this pension there at NYPD? He it's good. It's good. He said that is good. It's good. Okay. He said that is good. All right. Now, To all of my Muslims, buckle up. We got 30 days. Salam alaikum, Ramadan Mubarak. We got 30 days, okay? Sun is setting, okay? Get your meal in. So, we're going to have to talk about that. We're going to have to figure out what we're going to do for Ramadan, if we need to change the timing of the live for Wednesdays, because we don't want you hungry and hijabied. Okay, it's hijabi and higher, not hijabi and hungry. We don't want you coming to the live hungry. So we're gonna have to figure that out too. We're gonna figure some things out here. We're gonna make we're gonna have some we're gonna get some shit together. Okay, we're gonna get some shit together. Okay. So welcome to Black on the Job. Now, y'all already know. Y'all already know we got Gerard here, and we're about to be talking to y'all about some stuff because we already started the conversation, but I'm about to be honest with y'all because y'all know what y'all gonna do, fire me? Y'all can't fire me. Y'all need me. I need you. Okay, we need each other. So we're gonna be talking about some stuff that it's gonna ruffle some feathers. Okay, it's gonna ruffle some feathers, but the best thing is for y'all to get mad at me. Okay, take your anger out with me. Okay, by booking a career coaching and cussing me out after you pay. That is always an option. It's always an option. The lesbians do be getting discounts every now and then. You gotta get a part of the lesbian circle. Yeah, don't ask me. It's Ramadan now. I can't even get into too much of it. Okay, I can't even get into much of it. You gotta ask the other lesbians now. We don't be doing it too much. We don't be talking about it too much, because the entire damn alphabet from A through Z want to come out with their stuff too. And we accept all the letters. This is Campbell chicken noodle soup around here. Every single letter counts, okay? Every letter. I know y'all niggas like to add some new shit on every other year and stuff, and we respect it. We respect A through Z, okay? The lesbians just be more organized. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe two women are better than one. I don't know. I don't know how they organize, they systematize, and they present it. Okay, you got to look at your ancestry.com chart. Maybe you're like 10% lesbian and you can get in through one of like a DEI hire type thing. I'm not for sure. I don't know. I think, is it Ancestry? It might be Ancestry.com. If you look, it might show 10%, but it might be under its original name, like homosexual or something like that. I'm not for sure. I'm not that good at too many letters. Okay. I'm not that good at too many letters. So I'm just telling y'all, there's a mascot in the group. Okay, and she be having the little thing together. All I know is that she be coming to us. She be like saying, two bees, no stink. Two bees, four wings. She got all these different sayings, and I don't know what's going on. Okay, y'all I ain't trying to get canceled. Okay, when the lesbian, y'all got to go to maybe ask Esther. It might be the Honey Coalition. You're right. I thought the P standard for pollen, but it might stand for. I don't know. Okay, but they be having their little discounts. Okay, the dog owners too. So, Doc Miller. See, they even have like a sign. You feel me? When they see it, we talking about them in the group, they start swarming in. I'm trying to tell y'all that you see, when y'all see Doc Miller, come on. Y'all see? I'm just telling y'all, the lesbians they got a system. They didn't zoomed her ass up in here. Of course, said I'm full lesbian. Okay, she said I want my full. You remember when people needed that little Native American card to get discounted on college? Course said, here go my lesbian card. I may not got a tribe, but I got another B in the hot. I feel you. Girl, I feel you. Corey, let them know I'm 100%. Okay? I might not be Hopi, but all right. So let's talk about some stuff that y'all need to hear. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and this is what I thought. I thought that I should be the one that be telling y'all how, you know, some of us now, if it don't apply, let it fly. You're a bee, not a fly. We do be having some doggone discounts. Joy Boy's birthday is coming up, and he has a discount that he gives out. Um, so I thought that maybe I should tell y'all from a payroll end. Okay. So if it don't apply, let it fly. But for a lot of y'all, it applied, but you so deep into pop therapy and you got so many motherfucking affirmations written on your damn wall, you can't even see yourself. Okay. You got on there, I'm a winner, I'm a winner. You feel me? All this other shit. Open up your Bible or your Quran, something. But so some of y'all may not even get it because you so deep in that world. You done hugged too many goddamn trees. You forgot that, there's other ways to talk to the trees. You could just count trees by taking your motherfucking ass to work. And they give you the trees in your bank account through a direct deposit. Some of y'all, we be gotten a little bit confused. So we're going to have a good discussion about it, okay, and how the job market is looking from a payroll perspective. Why from a payroll perspective? Because somebody is sending out these checks. And so who's getting cut and why? It's maybe we should talk to the one who's giving us checks. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay, I was like, well, let's talk about how this happens. Okay. Sonia said her say manifest that shit. You gonna have to get okay, we're gonna have to. All right, let's see. Gerard.
We've been doing this a long time, and I'm always like, let me prepare myself for the foolishness that's going to take place. And yet, you always find a way to one up and amaze me. Always.
Look, Gerard, you married, okay? And you're not even the right gender. So how would you know about the lesbian discount?
I don't.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So let me tell you, Gerard, one thing that I've been doing for the past year is I've been working on a degree. I was like, you know what? My sister can't be the only one in this family, climbing the ladder. So I put together a curriculum called a doctorate in Centoni. You get what I mean? I'm getting a doctorate in myself. I'm going to myself university. And I realized that when we talk about professional development and shit, folks don't be learning. So currently I'm in my white history class. Okay. And so I've been attending cracker conventions, if you will. And so in one of them, what I've been learning is this is what Centoni been doing by herself. Okay. I just been going to the cracker conventions, seeing what they up to over there. Okay. So one of them that I went to was this little business event. And it was, some CEOs, some executives, you get what I mean? Lots of old white men, lots of money. I live in Arizona, guys. So, you just drive up to Scottsdale and you got people with 1 foot in the bank and 1 foot in the grave. Okay. That's the best way to describe them. 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot in the bank. Okay. And what I realized was that they started talking about layoffs and how they look at the government. I'm in Arizona, so I'm in a super racist state, guys. Everything you could think of, all the isms are here. And so you have to chew the meat and spit out the bones. Now, what I have noticed between that and when I'm in business, I have a few different professional developments for being a business owner, things like that. And I'm asking them about, okay, how has your payroll went down since you've integrated AI? And one of the main things that I'm hearing is that actually my payroll has not went down. It actually has went up. So I have now been able to let go some of the underperformers. I think that's the right word y'all be using because they weren't using that word. They were able to get rid of some of their underperformers, give people who were already overextended raises and more avid, and then give them tools. And so what they're noticing is that many of them feel as though they're doing not less work, but their workload is easier because AI has been helping them. And then on top of that, many people in middle management and above, and even actually some below, feel like that now that the teams have let go of some of that dead weight, the workplace has an ease to it. But for you, I'll let you do your introductions. I know you be processing payroll for a few folks. What have you seen on your end, Mr. Gerard? Let the folks know who you are first so they know.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. I'm Gerard Hall. CPP stands for Certified Payroll Professional. I have been in payroll 25 years this year, although I look, real nice and young. And I have a W-2 job, so I am the director of payroll operations for a company where we process about 9,600 clients, their payroll and benefits and time. And then in addition, I have my own company called That Payroll Guy, LLC, where I speak across the country on payroll education, as well as do payroll consultancy.
I think that's what Esther be wanting me to come in and do.
What, like?
Like she be, you got that elevator space down, don't he, boy? Shit. I gotta, you know what? I'm gonna have to, okay, don't worry. I'm gonna have that shit together next time. Okay, I'm gonna have my stuff together. So, Gerard, what are you seeing on the payroll streets? Because according to the news, they laying off the whole damn nation.
I can't say that they're laying off the whole nation. What I have seen is there's a lot of, accountable is the best term to use. We're holding people accountable. To answer your question about AI is getting rid of the mundane, meticulous things that, something that would take a human, 3-4 hours to do to be done in 17 seconds. And so if your role is specifically all mundane things, you might be a little concerned. But what we have seen is a pivot more in strategy. For those of us who have worked in middle management, director level, senior management, we see the memes, we see the jokes, I'd love to be able to actually get work done if I weren't in meetings all day long. Well, AI is helping us to not have all of these meetings all day long, so we can actually spend time doing strategy and actually building the business and creating what needs to be done. And so that's what I'm seeing. So it's not like there's no scare tactic that AI is getting ready to slaughter everybody's job. This isn't Terminator where, the robots are going to go take over. It's literally an assistance. Now, if you've been underperforming, and yes, underperforming is the word that we love to use in corporate America. If you're underperforming, you probably sweating a little bit. But as long as you're doing your work and you convert to a strategy-based role, strategy-based thinking, you have nothing concerned. AI is actually going to greatly assist you because people are like, oh man, you really thought of that? I sure did. Thanks, ChatGPT. I sound great.
Oh, so you saying that we're returning to the days where niggas have to work for their check?
Yes.
Oh my
God! Isn't that a crazy thing? That's wild.
I was in the grocery store checking out, and I saw this lady ask ChatGPT how much was the milk. And I was looking at her phone. I was being nosy, okay? And as she was waiting for the answer, I was pointing at the milk. I'm like, it's right here. It's $1.70.
We can tell you don't pay attention to anything at the store because you said $1 and something, ma'am. Milk is not $1. And
it's a little quart.
Okay, I was about to say, ma'am, $1 nothing for milk.
Some parties are made in the winter. You can't be buying them gallon milks, y'all. See, that's why I know you don't got enough lesbians friends. They would
No,
have
first of all, I got kids, so ain't nobody to buy nothing small around here. I got kids.
Okay. She said, Cameron said, well, I do declare working for a check. Now, let's be honest, y'all, because I know a lot of y'all like to lie, but we can be honest. Ain't nobody gonna tell on you. Nobody's gonna tell on you. Haven't y'all noticed what I call it is weaponized incompetence? It is learned helplessness, whatever word y'all want to put it on. Okay. But I will say that work for a few years corporate wise is sentiment, especially for some of us who don't mind. Like, if it was like when y'all was going through that Eartha Kitt situation and y'all want to keep coming to the career coaches saying that you don't dream of labor. I quoting Eartha Kitt, I don't dream of labor. I was like, do y'all know she died screaming? Like, do y'all know that she literally died? Like, the last words was, ah, you get what I mean? So it's like, when they, like even Jesus had a job. He was a carpenter, right? He wasn't just, I was like, maybe it's the Muslim in me. Y'all, for a little bit, we lost our damn minds. Some of y'all thought that work meant, y'all know what I mean. Do y'all know exactly what I mean, y'all? For a minute there, I mean, the word overwhelmed literally causes a slight migraine for me. I had to fire not too long ago. She said she was overwhelmed because she was getting 25 emails per week. I said, girl, now you speaking to the wrong one. I live in Arizona. I'm from the call center capital of America. 25 emails in the week. That, first off, you letting me know my money low because we got about 200,000 bees. So that's number one. Number two, you're telling me that those 5 emails a day is causing what? Anxiety? And she kept telling me she was feeling anxious and stuff like that. And I'm like, I think that you are incompetent and that mentally like slothful. I did. I told her she was mentally slothful. Esther told me I couldn't tell nobody else that they were experiencing mental slothfulness. She told me that mental slothfulness can get us in trouble. You get what I mean? But I do. Y'all saying per week and y'all saying really, and y'all saying wow, but no. I think that we have forgotten that at work you work. I'm not saying they're supposed to work you to death, but I'm saying first off, okay, number one, you gonna have to get twice as good to get half. So for y'all to be wanting a 6-figure salary, but at the same time, y'all like, I've been saying, life is just life, and we are experiencing it though. You can't get even a tad bit uncomfortable. You can't be bored. You can't be. Where the fuck is y'all curiosity? As soon as y'all don't know something, is I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I was asking somebody not too long recently. One of my family members. I'm like, hey, did you go ahead and did you get your passport? Well, I don't know how to get a passport. So that's why you don't have a passport? So for a free paid trip, you ain't got a passport because you don't know how to get a passport? Well, how was I ain't never had one before. Duh, nigga. If you had a passport, I wouldn't be asking you to get a passport. How would I supposed to know how to get a passport? Gerard, are y'all experiencing this in corporate? I'm about to lose my damn mind.
Yeah, it's a mess. 25 emails a week is diabolical. I know that's an overused term, but that's diabolical. I get anywhere between 600 and 800 emails a day. So answering 25 for the week?
For the week.
Is wild. Wow. I saw somebody in the comments said, I get 25 emails while I'm sleeping. That's me. Like, why are you sending emails at 4 o'clock in the morning? I don't need to know what's going on at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't.
Like, I think that Yeah, I think that we have forgot that work will come with challenges. Will you have challenges at work? Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have some challenges at work. These
For
are going to
sure.
be difficult. There are times we're going to be uncomfortable. We already know all the isms and we know we're going to have to face those. So we're not talking about those. But some of us, we are just not living in a real reality. I know it's like, I don't know what happened during the pandemic. I don't know if y'all started. Did y'all get on cocaine? Are y'all on drugs? Y'all on that shit, aren't y'all? Y'all on that shit. Y'all on that shit. I know. Y'all must be on that shit because they be coming to me like admin saying, I'm looking for a job that I could work maybe 10 to 12 hours a week because I'm a creative and I want to be creative. And so I need time to be a creative. And rest is a revolutionary act, but I need to be making about like 150 and I don't mind light travel and it needs to be remote. And I'm like, start selling coochie. I don't know, girl, what you want me to do. That sounds like you want to be a high paid escort. Now, I don't have a contact for you, but I do have a career path. Maybe we can start off with stripping and then we can start moving up and get to OnlyFans. I can I can map it out. If you want me to map it out.
All right. No more drinking while Senna's talking. Just figured that out right there. Ma'am. I need you to pull it together.
I just want to, they always are creative. And I'm like, I got something creative for you to do. Now, pop it for a real one. And you too can make 150 a week doing 10 to 12 hours with your revolutionary rest. Power to the people. I'm just like, we gotta. Do you work at work, Gerard?
Do I work at work?
Do you work at work?
Yeah. I work at work. I work when I'm not at work. Yeah. That's wild.
Okay, because you've moved up in the payroll world, right?
I have.
Now you have. Now you ain't gotta say your salary, but you're way over the 100s. Do you feel like over the 100s, how many hours per week do you think you work?
When it's not, well, so, I'm literally just coming out of the busy season. So on a normal week, when I'm not running W-2s for hundreds of thousands of people. Light week, maybe 35, 36 hours. Heavier week, maybe closer to 45, 50.
How many mental health days are you taking per month?
You know I like to travel, so and so the way I work it is because in payroll, December and January is our busiest time of the year. So January, I put in a lot of hours. Want to make sure everything's good or whatever. Although I don't write it down, my brain has remembered how many hours over 40 I worked in those weeks. And it's like, oh, okay. Friday? I think I have an appointment at 11, and then I'm going to take lunch after that appointment. And then I think I might just work through my phone, aka not be online anymore. So, oh yeah. For sure. Yeah. So I don't take full days unless I'm traveling because my travel schedule is kind of crazy. Got another Asia trip this year. Looking very forward to that 2.5 weeks.
Konnichiwa, my brother.
Just saying.
Okay.
Just saying. But no, I definitely take my time because the work is tough. The work can be difficult because it's challenging to the brain. It's not physically tough. I sit at a desk.
Wait. You gotta think to make 6 figures. Yeah. Wait, you telling me? Wait.
See, I'm not on the path that you were just expressing.
No, we gotta talk about this because the word the saying "I don't know" is how folks think they get a paycheck. They think they go to work, you give them a task, and then they say "I don't know," and then you still pay them. But you're telling me that in your 6-figure position, you got to figure it out with your mind.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you. Sorry to burst somebody's bubble. Again, Sin did lay out a path about 6 minutes ago that can work in a way where you don't have to. And even in, let me take that back, because even in that you have to think. Because trust me, the regular Joe Schmo ain't out here popping making 150. So you got to think and be strategic to find out how you gonna be different from the regular. How you gonna be different from cinnamon, from gold and silver.
You still got to diversify your skill set and niche down.
Because cinnamon driving 60 miles to come over to gold and silver to only take home $64.
Exactly. But diamond, okay. Diamond is a diva and she is diversified, okay? Diamond may have taken a payroll class, so she know how to calculate her payroll as she go. We should be like Diamond. We're gonna get a house manager here. Esther, hire us a house manager for Black on the Job. We need a house mom. We need a house mom so that we can get some stuff going. We need a house mom. We need a house mom. Now, with payroll, the reason why Gerard and I came together for payroll was for those of us who are undereducated, however you want to put it. You may not have degrees or you may not have a career path. A lot of us have jobs just over broke, and that's okay. We all went through that, right? Robbing Peter to pay Paul, and you work whatever job is going to keep the lights on. However, you get to a ceiling, right? And that ceiling usually is about, in some states, if you're not in the South as a slave working for less than minimum wage, it's about 55 to 65. And with payroll, it's our first question on our hot seat, actually. Let me get our little hot seat together. How do I do it? How do I do this one? Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yep, I got it. Do I got it? I got it. Let me turn off my camera. Okay. Can you still hear me, Gerard?
I can.
Perfect. Okay, so we got some payroll hot seat questions. Now, let me see. The first question is going to be, what is the highest level of education needed in payroll?
Just a high school diploma.
That's a high school diploma.
Right.
Let's see. Uh-oh. Is that true? Yes. Most payroll positions, okay, can help us, but it's not a barrier to entry. Yes. So this is one of the reasons why we start doing this, was for that reason, is that you do not need to have a degree to move into payroll. This was one of the reasons. It's also a role, as he said, and I know y'all caught it 3 to 4 times, that it is about strategy and having a game plan. Okay. Now, I know the world has been topsy-turvy lately. However, with having a strategy and being able to move into roles that are strategic, it allows you to continue to climb the ladder in payroll. That's number one. But also, because there's no barrier to entry, it allows you to get into a career path that leads all the way up. They knew this one. Gerard, they put on your high school diploma. They know.
I see.
I see. Okay, so Gerard, talk to us a little bit about that. Why is it that you don't need a degree to move into payroll?
You don't need a degree to move into payroll because most everything is done on the job. So like, you don't have to be a CPA. You have to be okay with numbers. You don't have to be a master mathematician. The reason you need a high school diploma is just to show pure aptitude that, hey, you can actually learn. You can actually retain information. Most everything is going to be taught on the job. And so it doesn't require, we're not doing rocket science here, but the work that we are doing is extremely important. So they're looking, we're looking for soft skills like customer service, empathy, but we're also looking for the hard skills, attention to detail. Outside of that's stuff that you've learned from, before walking into elementary school through high school. So for that reason, there's really nothing additional. Of course, I have a bachelor's,
Mhm.
but for my role, the person who had the role before me, who was the director, didn't, and it's okay, because
Okay.
she had the experience. I took 4 years and went to school. She, I think she did too, and then went directly into the workforce. So even though we're the same age, she has more work experience, and that's really all that's needed for this particular industry.
So Karen said, well, if you don't need a degree, does that mean that you can transfer into payroll? You have to transfer at a lower pay because you don't have a degree? Or let's say, for instance, it depends on the type of experience, maybe. If someone's coming from, let's say, a banking background, or they worked processing maybe payroll for a small company, but they don't have a degree, does that mean they start off at a lower salary?
The degree does not stop you, but the other skill, your transferable skills, is what's going to get you where you need to be. So it's not like, oh man, I hear all these great things about payroll. Gerard told me about his journey, but I need to take a $10,000 cut in order for that to happen. No, Black on the Job, you all do very well with showing people, hey, these are the skills you have today, and this is how they will transfer into payroll. So no, you don't have to. Whenever I hear that story, I think of my mom. My mom was a diehard. She worked for the federal government for 37 years before she retired. She always said, get a federal government job. And I'm just like, when all this stuff happened last year, I kind of side-eyed her. It was one of those, what I'm trying to say without saying it. But she would always say, well, you might just have to take a step back in order to move forward. And I'm like, no, that's not the case in payroll.
That's not the case. Okay. Karen, put in the chat if that answered your question. Now, and another thing is that I've told you guys this before, title and industry is two different things. So I see somebody here that said, Smith Leslie said healthcare to payroll. You may not have to go healthcare to payroll. You probably got to go payroll in healthcare. And your healthcare experience is what will be lending you, because you'll be able to understand that. So many times you guys have industry knowledge that puts you guys way ahead. If someone has been in healthcare for 10, 15 years and they've advanced in their career and they're like, you know what? Patients are for peasants. I want to go to the payroll team. That don't mean that you ain't going to be paid. Okay.
It is interesting that you use healthcare, because I will say a lot of the healthcare payroll positions that I see, that's kind of one of they won't make it a requirement, but it's one of their top preferred. They want somebody who already knows the inner workings of how the healthcare industry works. Like, I've seen people with 10 and 15 years of payroll experience get passed over from somebody who has very little payroll experience, but because they've been in the industry 15 years, it's like, hey, I'll teach this person payroll, but they know the inner workings. They know shift diffs. They know how to do the different types of pay. So I don't have to explain how healthcare is built, but I can show them payroll, versus taking somebody who knows payroll but has to learn the intricacies of healthcare.
That is a perfect example, because a lot of times when y'all wonder how they get these huge payroll increases after taking the course, passing the course, they get their resume done and they're like, oh, I got the job. I took the course with Gerard and now I'm working here. And y'all like, well, what did they do? Many times, especially for our healthcare bees, that is one of the biggest moves, especially for payroll. If it's payroll for a healthcare company and I got a bee who got 5-10 years of healthcare experience, oh yeah, I am pushing her to roles that are payroll, but in the healthcare industry, for what Gerard just said. When it comes to healthcare, it's its own city. My brother's a nurse and he always describes the hospital as a city. So I guess healthcare to me is like its own state, right?
Right.
And if you don't know the nuances of the 12-hour shifts, contract pay, all of these different, oncology, specialty, there are certain things that just working in healthcare that comes very natural to you. Same thing with education. Because education kind of gets a little sticky too, to where if you're coming in with that industry knowledge and you take the course and you do your exam, you have a way easier time moving, just because you have that industry knowledge. Now, many times y'all want to be asking questions like this one, like Jay Harris said, like, well, what can someone with the MBA land a job? It's not going to. This is what's happening, and I really hate to use this word because, that man who say he the president ruined it. It's not truly based on a degree. It's going to be based off of merit of skills. I don't know how to say this to y'all. It's based off of intelligence. It's about knowing and understanding. Now, I'm willing to give away a free career coaching for this. What is the difference without Chat GPT between knowing something and understanding something? What do y'all think that is? MBA lets me, that allows me to know that you know business administration. I have no idea if you understand it. That understanding will be shown through your accomplishments, your skills, your experiences, and how you've moved within your career trajectory. And not just within your career, within your volunteer, the way you do one thing is the way you do all things. The degree itself is not going to be the deciding factor. You're not going to be able to say, well, I have an MBA. Even Gerard is going to say, someone can come to him and say, I have an MBA in finance. I want a director position. Are you giving it to him?
I'm not.
Oh, shit. Why not? Tell them why. Because they don't believe me.
And this is coming from somebody, I mean, I have a bachelor's. So I and people are always like, why don't you go get your master's or whatever? I'm like, and this might be a little off topic. We've talked about this before. There's a thing called ROI, a return on investment. Mm-hmm. I've already told you that all you need really is a high school diploma to move in this industry. So, and again, if you have your MBA, I'm not knocking that whatsoever, but I'm not just giving you a role just because you have the education, because that just lets me know that you're able to read and take an exam and pass it. That doesn't let me know that you retained it. That doesn't let me know that you know strategy behind it. So I need more than just all these great, wonderful educational certificates that you ran and got. I need to know that you have, on the job skills, you have transferable skills. Because I know some people who are so highly educated. There's some people, and it's almost like, and I might rock the boat a little bit, but I feel like some people have been in education for like 35 years because they're like, hey, if I stay in school, I then don't have to pay off student loans. So then you have all this education and you can barely submit a job to be the Walmart greeter because you have no experience.
It's true. Leslie is a winner. If you know something, you can know anything. Right? You have a basic knowledge of anything. Understanding is a concept that you can explain it. You could teach it. Understanding is applicable. You don't have to have understanding from school. You don't even have to have understanding from a job. It could be life experience, which is why payroll is such an excellent pivot for people who have a lot of customer service, a lot of patient care, a lot of taxable knowledge and understanding of business operations, because that's truly what the strategy is understanding if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. That's the bigger difference. That is a huge difference. Knowledge that, back in the day, your grandma used to say, you book smart, but you ain't street smart. That's basically what's happening. You feel me? And Gerard is right. A lot of y'all are professional students. And you know what check that give you? None. You pay them. They don't pay you. Okay? So let me see. You have to. So here, Tiffany, I think she worked in payroll. She said the inner workings of building shift differentials into your human resource information system. It has to be accurate for the whole ecosystem to work properly and for people to be paid properly. She's talking about payroll inside of healthcare. This is payroll inside of healthcare. Okay.
Yeah. And I will say from a healthcare perspective, that's an amazing point because, when we teach the class, I'll go into, regular rate of pay and calculating overtime correctly. And that's where, if you do not have, especially in the healthcare field, healthcare workers know how to calculate their overtime correctly, and they will quickly find out if your system is not set up to actually give them the right amount of overtime. So it requires more than just a degree. You have to know, okay, when they work this at a different rate, I have to take that rate in consideration. I have to blend it, and then I have to come up with the overtime that it's appropriate. So, yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. Because that's so funny, because my brother, he be saying some wild off the wall numbers. He's like, yeah, I'm going in for overtime tonight. You know, they're doing a shift differentiation, plus it's a holiday, plus I'm doing OT, double time something. So basically I'm getting paid like 212, maybe 212, maybe 212.52 an hour. And I'm like, how did you? And he's always right on the money. Like he knows, like he calculates his life based off of all these guys. I'm like, God damn, they know. So if you are in healthcare, you want to move into payroll, you're perfect for that, because it is extremely, extremely specific. Tiffany said they'll call you right on out.
Right on out. She's not wrong.
Nari said, you better not mess with nobody hours. You're not lying. This is a huge portion of it. Now, the other question that you always get, I know we always ask, you've already answered the one about advanced math skills. They always want to know, what is the most simplest tool, or what's the tool that you use most often at work?
I don't know if I can pull it into view here. This thing right here. This is my little ad machine. I have one at work. I have one on my desk here. This is really all outside of Excel spreadsheets. Really, this is what I use. I don't need, and it doesn't have to be a TI-83. Remember, you had your parents, you had to be like, parent, can you give me $119? I got to have a TI-83 graphing calculator. Yeah, no, literally adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. This is my heartbeat at work.
Damn, you pulled out the old school one.
Oh yeah, I gotta have an ad machine. Like when you do payroll, accounting, anytime work, and you're so accustomed to using an ad machine, it's hard for me to use my phone calculator. I'm like, it's not working the way I need it to work. I need my ad machine.
I like the way the type of sound. Now, many times people think that you work inside of HR. Do you work in HR or do you work with HR?
I work with HR. I have an HR degree. I will tell you the foolishness that I see them have to deal with. I'm glad I don't work for HR. No, we're separate. Of course, we're working at a service bureau. We're our own department, and I'm starting to actually see that quite a bit. Even not in the service bureau industry, that people are putting the respect and the appreciation on payroll to realize it's really its own service line. Most times you see it under accounting, especially if it's because there's like, oh, it's numbers. I've seen payroll even in IT, because there's technical and software that's related to it. So I've seen people under the payroll department report to the chief technical officer. I'm like, that's a little odd, but I can also understand, because when Minnesota decides they want to change, their family sick leave, now I got to work with the developer to say, hey, I need this to make sure that it's calculated correctly and all that. So it makes sense. Seemed weird at first, but the more we deal with the technical and the software side of it, it kind of makes sense that it could fall potentially under IT as well.
No, I can get it. I call payroll, like, how back in the day they used to say that weed was a gateway drug? I call payroll the gateway career. You get what I mean? Y'all remember when they used to say that weed was a gateway drug? It was for a lot of people, the whites. They went from weed to fentanyl, but that's a different story for a different day. How
does your mind work? Like, how did we get here? That's all I want to know.
You want to call it a gateway career? It's a gateway career, like the gateway drugs. It's a gate. And when you get in that gate, it's other lanes. You get what I mean? You could You know, you can switch. They went from like weed to being methians and Freddie Flintstone fentanyl fathers.
Did you call
But
them methians?
methians and Freddie Flintstone fentanyl fathers.
All
You
right.
know, they did that. And so that's how payroll is, but in a positive light. You know, you can use payroll as a gateway career. Like you can follow what they did, but for you, right? And what you do is that payroll can branch off into HR. You could use payroll to get into AI. You can use payroll to get into finance, and you can use payroll to get into IT, like a gateway drug, but gateway career. Get high by doing higher and higher salaries in payroll. But I'll let you explain it better. You know, I'll let you explain it better.
What is happening right now? Oh my goodness.
Am I lying?
You're not.
Talk to the people. Give them the corporate way to say it. Y'all know I've been out of corporate for a while.
You know, I gave it the corporate way, and then you just took it all the way to the gutter. I was just like, okay, well, that's kind of what I said. Sure, like, you know, we're spanning all people here. You know, you're giving the the nigga talk, and I'm over here like, well, actually, the way it works over here. So we're bringing everybody together so that the message is clear.
Yeah. See, guys, it's like the bottom. So people have taken the payroll course because they say, you know what? And maybe it's some of y'all. Put a B in the chat if it's y'all. You're like, I have tried everything to break into HR and I can't. I've tried everything to break into tech or into finance and I can't. But payroll, especially when you can get you some alphabets behind your name, that allows you to continue to go forward. You get what I'm saying? Now, GN said this is interesting about the gateway. You see different learning styles. Different learning styles. Okay. She said it's interesting because she's found a job called ethics and compliance specialist. Yes. Even when it comes to payroll, there is a compliance side. We teach you how to make sure your baby daddy gets his full doc off of his payroll check. I believe one of them hours that Gerard teacher class, he showed how to do, what's that thing called?
But the calculation for disposable pay for child support. You're talking about child support and garnishments.
Okay. Child support garnishments. Be like a new garnishment on your cocktail, girl. You doing a 2 for $20. He taught you how to garnish, and then you at Applebee's. You like, they say, do you want a cherry on top? And you say, I love a good garnishment. And it's an inside joke between you and you. You know, it's an inside joke, you know, because you feel like, yes. Charlotte said, Gerard explains it very well and easy to understand. He does. He breaks it down very, very well. Now,
Appreciate
what
that.
a few B's Amber wants to know is, because it's a gateway, does that mean that everyone transfers over into entry-level positions? What does entry-level look like?
No. I mean, no. It can be the gateway, and when we say gateway, it could be a gateway into many different careers. So, you know, there's some industries that are extremely linear. If you're an engineer, you go from being a associate engineer to an engineer to a senior engineer to a product engineer. You know, it's very, very linear. When we say gateway, payroll, you know, I stayed in payroll. I've seen plenty of people move from payroll. I had one of my supervisors, he was in payroll. He decided he's going to move into IT. He loved the technical and the back end side of it so much. So now he works on our EDI team doing EDI files for benefits and working with IT. We see payroll, of course, trains. You know, my original plan was to move into HR. I have an HR management degree. So I was like, all right, let me do this little payroll job, and then let me become somebody's VP or director of HR. And then I realized, hey, I got a really good shtick here, you know, and stayed in payroll. So that's what we mean by gateway. But no, it doesn't mean just because you move into payroll that it has to be entry level. Entry level being, the coordinators who are collecting time cards and just putting in hours, not actually doing the calculation of the payroll, but just saying, hey, I've got 8 stores that I do payroll for. They're sending me their payroll files. I'm keying in 80 hours, 4 hours overtime. That's real basic level, but that's not to say just because you decide you want to pivot into this industry that's where you have to start. And there's nothing wrong with starting with that. But, there's so many different avenues. I know people who have come in being an analyst because they've done reporting and they've worked on things so much where it's just like, all right, you may not touch the actual date end-to-end payroll, but we need your analytical skills to work on forecasting and futures and maybe working with the comp team on figuring out what merit increases and stuff look like. So there's so many different avenues. So I know we use, and we had a little fun with the term gateway, but I don't, I just want to be clear that gateway doesn't mean you have to start at the coordinator or the assistant level to move your way up into this industry. Gateway for me means this is an industry to where, hey, you could be like me and make a really great living out of it, or you can branch off into so many different avenues and work your way that way.
Exactly. Like gateway drugs. You could stay smoking weed your whole life, right? Or you start looking at other substances. Same thing. You could stay in payroll your whole life, right? Or you could say, just like Miss Nimani here. She says she does payroll in HR. We have Tiffany on here who said that she's doing payroll within healthcare. The technical side is excellent too, especially for those of you who might already work like an IT tech specialist, or you want to go into the payroll analytical side. That's excellent too. Now, Gerard, when we think about payroll, I guess I'm what does your day look like? Like what are you doing all damn day? You get paid every 2 weeks now. So like, what are you doing the other days of the week? I want to know.
So I'm the director of operations. So like I said, we have about 9,600 clients that utilize our payroll. So because I'm a technical operations director, I spend a lot of days auditing the system. So I spent, most of my mornings are looking at all of the audits. That I have my audits run as early as 4:00 in the morning. And what that is doing is looking at what the clients have put in the day before. And I've created I've got probably about 400 to 600 different audits that run. Some run daily, some run hourly, some run whatever. But the majority of the morning, I will say, is looking at those audits, trying to correct things, because even though it's the client's payroll, they're going to hold us responsible if something's wrong. And so I've got these audits to say, hey, I know this client's going to F this up. So show me all of the effed up entries that were put in yesterday. And then we make a call and be like, hey, Mr. Johnson, yeah, when you put in that amount, that wasn't right. So I spent a good amount of time with that. Of course, being the director of operations, I spend a lot of time in meetings because I'm doing strategy. So I don't do payroll anymore. I can can key payroll if I need to. I don't do end-to-end payroll. Not that it's beneath me, because I can do it, but I'm spending more time from a strategy perspective. I'm looking to say, okay, I've got this many people, I've got this many clients. And so I'm running capacity reports. I'm looking to see, I've got trending. I can see, okay, this person is underutilized. Like their account base, their client base is kind of small, or it's super easy. So we need to balance this out, because I have a person, and these are all metrics that I've helped build. AI has assisted me, but it's stuff that I'm looking at all day. It's almost like looking at a control center at NASA. Like I'm looking at a bunch of reports, I'm looking at metrics, I'm looking at real-time dashboards to make strategic and educated decisions based off of the data that I'm looking at. So majority of my day is kind of from an oversight perspective. I am working for sure, but mine is more strategy to get us to the next level, not to necessarily just say, okay, can I go down 4 people and still get the right throughput? But I'm looking to say, okay, I got 38 people. Do I really need 38 people for this client base? Because I'm not looking to get rid of anybody, but I also have to be smart with the dollars that the company that I work for puts me in charge of.
So wait, so you said your client. So you're not processing payroll for just the company. You work for a company that processes payroll for other companies.
Correct. They utilize our software to run their own payroll.
Okay. And so when you're saying that you're in strategy with these clients, because you are understanding a few different companies type of operations, you could say, you know what? Hey, admin saying at Black on the Job, you have 12 resume writers and you guys are doing this much workload. From my experience, it takes 5 to do this. And so I looked into your numbers, I looked into your compensation and your organizational chart, and you got 20 people here doing this when in reality they are underperforming, and you can cut that team down to 10. And here's how.
Correct. I can show you straight trajectory. Like I can say, hey, the reason you can't get this initiative off the ground is because you've got too many people focused on this that's not taking the time. And so, not to say that this part doesn't need to get done, but this is day to day. This isn't going to move the needle. I can say, hey, if you reallocate 4 people to start working on this, then that's when you can start moving the needle. That's what I do. That's what I do for my company today.
Okay. Now, Jessica, I know you said asked about if her individual impairment specifically with vision impairment. So Jessica, what I would like to ask you before we answer that is, have you worked remotely before, and how has working remotely been for you, so that we can answer this question honestly and correctly for that one. As far as any type of impairments, how has that impacted you working from home? That way other bees who are experiencing that. Now, when it comes to operations and strategy, I have always said that strategy means that you're finding problems that don't exist. That's what I believe strategy is. Strategy is finding problems that don't exist. I didn't think that I had a payroll problem. I didn't think I had too many people working on this team. But now that you done pointed this out to me, I now have a new goal. Would you say that that's it too?
Yeah, I mean, they do exist. It's just that in the current mindset, you don't think they exist, you know. But from a strategy perspective, we're 30,000 feet up, you know. We're you know, we've leveled out. The seatbelt sign has come off. You know, you can go. You know, the cart is coming out to give me my drink up in the air. That's what we're looking from that point of view. We're not in ground zero saying, okay, let me put out this fire. We're being as proactive versus being reactive. You know, line managers, supervisors, the front line, they're the reactive, or they're the ones handling the process and the current. Whereas in the strategy role, you're saying, okay, this is working today. Wait a minute. Looks like a little up ahead, we might run into some turbulence if we don't change our route.
Okay. Now, I will say, I'll ask you to make sure I ask you this. I will say it was a truck driver. Now, what is the most creative or different field have you seen somebody transition into payroll from?
Most creative. Huh. You know, I'm real. I'm sure you've got. I mean, you know, your stories are so much more colorful than mine. But I will say that a thing that I've seen a lot of people get surprised by. I intentionally look for people in the service industry, and so I've hired so many people from the service industry. Like I've hired 2 people just from going out to a company dinner. And because what I'm looking at is they can clearly, they're multitasking, they're able to keep things going, they're able to say, okay, Gerard is killing his Sprite, you know, we'll just call it Sprite, but he's killing his Sprite. Like 2 minutes in, he already needs a refill. So I already know, all right, let me check on this table, and just being able to keep sight of that and to be able to do it with a smile and keep it moving. Now, that person more than likely has no experience on payroll besides knowing that they're getting their paycheck on Friday.
Okay.
But they've shown me enough skill set to say, okay, this person has the willingness to learn, the willingness to be able to adapt. And when things go awry, not to just panic and melt under the pressure, but to say, okay, cool. Somebody dropped 3 plates in the back. and we're already busy. All right, cool. I know how to work this. I'm gonna go to the table, talk to them, offer them something, whatever. And that's kind of what you're looking for in payroll, because the one thing that nobody wants to hear is, hey, we didn't get a chance to do payroll in time, so you're not gonna get paid on time. Because that's not how that works in our industry, because I want to have a job. And so I guess for me, that's I won't say the most creative, but I will say that's the one when I tell that story, people are like, I haven't even thought about that. Like you
No, yeah. Yeah, I could absolutely see that, especially with, for me, I would say that the skill that I could see that transfers over is being able to deal with keeping things logistically sound,
correct.
as well as dealing with things that are coming up out of nowhere that you may not know. You get what I mean? So I can absolutely see that working for someone that's in the service industry into payroll, because you could think like, okay, this company always pays this way, but there could be a holiday. Someone's benefits could change. They could move to a different state. And if you can't roll with the punches, I wouldn't think that you would do well in payroll. I
Agreed.
remember, yeah, that's just not, yeah. What would you say is the type of person that does not work for payroll well?
I'm an ESTJ, and for those who may not follow Myers-Briggs, I am like by the book, whatever. But
Me
anybody who's too rigid doesn't do well in payroll, because payroll has to be flexible. You know, I could probably tell this story and people are like, yep, that happened to me. Some people are so rigid, and let's say, for example, we say, okay, time cards need to be in Monday by 12 so that we can run payroll, so that the check date will be Friday. Some people are so rigid, and they'll say, oh, and a person comes in, oh, we missed 16 hours, we forgot to put 16 hours of PTO on this person, and they'll just be like, nope, sorry, that was supposed to be in Monday at 12. So they're going to have to wait for those 16 hours on their next paycheck in 2 weeks after that. That doesn't do well, because again, from the hard side, yes, you're getting payroll, it's accurate, but then you lose the touch, you lose the empathy, you lose the customer service side, and those people don't do well in payroll. If you're not resilient, you won't do well in payroll. You've got to be resilient. There are things that are always come up. Some people call themselves the Cinderella of support when it comes to payroll, but they don't mean that necessarily negative. But literally, we'll have stuff that'll come up on our head. Like, we had a situation come up. Payroll was to be run on Wednesday, 2 hours before it was supposed to run. We're talking about the corporate payroll. It was just like, oh yeah, we had this situation, and we promised these employees that it would happen on this paycheck. Well, first off, what are you just telling me now, when you promised that to them 6 weeks ago? But nevertheless, at the end of the day, we're going to make good on our promise, even though we have to be extremely malleable and then to be able to have. So if you're too rigid, it's not going to work. If you're not resilient, it's not going to work. If you get flustered and every little minor situation causes you 3 hours of gossip at the water cooler, and being in HR's office and being at your friend's desk talking about, I can't believe they did this, it's not going to work.
Okay. And that does not mean that compliance isn't strict. We're still looking at,
oh, for sure,
but you do have to be flexible. Now, as far as remote opportunities are concerned, I see somebody asked that, and I can answer that. What you guys are seeing is a full flush out. It's not just in the payroll industry. Remote work as a whole, many companies are going back into the office. And I want to let y'all know why. It's for what we talked about at the beginning of the live. You remember how we talked about weaponized incompetence, how folks don't even know how to live their life. So many companies are going back to wanting more employees in the office, because people don't think that you're supposed to work or think at work. That's number one. Number two, yes, payroll has many remote positions, but overall, societal wise, we have a loneliness crisis. Most of y'all don't even have a hobby. Put your hobby in the chat. And let me ask you this. A hobby that you have actually done in the last 6 months. Be honest. Many of us do not know how to socialize or interact or communicate anymore. And so many companies are reducing the amount of remote opportunities because, as we had said before, when y'all was cussing me out during the pandemic, when I was telling y'all that you still need to have a babysitter if you have a crying ass baby at home during work hours, and y'all said that that was me being unfair to single mothers. Y'all remember that time? Now we talking about it. Okay. Because many of us ruined that work from home experience because y'all weren't working from home. We had TikToks of y'all niggas at the nail shop.
Right.
Okay.
And even worse, some of y'all have glorified and, shown all your business and shown these companies that you are overemployed. You have 2 and 3 jobs working at the same time, talking about, yeah, look at all this money I'm making. I got 3 jobs making 600,000. It's like, oh, do you now? Okay, cool. We gonna fix that. Unfortunately, that's what's happening. Yeah. So it's really the pandemic. It was definitely a thing. Some things happened great out of it. It worked out well for me. Thank goodness my wife is she's super part-time, so I was able to get my pre-tax dollars in just enough to get some of those stimmies that were passed out. So it was a blessing for some, but for others, y'all act a little foolish, and unfortunately, we've seen it. And it's funny because the big players like the Amazons and the Microsofts that were the first to jump out there to say, you know what, remote for everybody. Follow our lead. Everybody's remote. Does anybody know what Amazon and Microsoft were also the first to do? Hey, we were just kidding about remote permanently. So if you don't get your ass back in an area where one of our offices are in the next 60 days, you're gonna be without a job.
Okay. Now, I'm not even gonna call y'all out. But many of you guys have forgotten what a hobby is because you guys are writing down extracurricular activities. Okay. Traveling is not a hobby. Traveling is not a hobby, right? These are hobbies are something that we used to do that stimulated our mental. You feel me? Some of y'all, I'm just traveling, things in that nature. That is not a hobby. Traveling is extracurricular, right? And so y'all know we got a reading crisis right now. Okay, stop this. Don't make me do it. Y'all have to think about these things. I go crocheting. I love that. Crafting, okay, and dancing. Oh, that's a really great hobby. You get what I mean? We just need to think about this. I will say that. Yeah, y'all. We kind of ruined work from home. Is there work from home positions in payroll? Yes. But we got a little bit lazy as a society. Okay. We're just gonna all do this together. Okay. We're gonna put everybody in this. Taylor, let me tell you something. Makiba just got me into the K dramas. Okay. Ching Ling is doing a thing, girl. I'll be in there watching them now, girl. I've just been on one with them. I love it. Okay.
Do I want to know what a K drama is? What's a K drama?
It's the Korean dramas. The men. Now, let me tell you, them men be looking so soft, they look like flowers. They be looking so girly. But maybe it's with the alphabet stuff. I don't know. It could be the alphabet stuff going on. Could be the alphabet stuff going on. I could see that, they're not allowed in black on the job, but now, okay. So let me make sure. Before we get Gerard gone and we have our games because we have our winners to give out. I want to make sure we answer all y'all questions on payroll. Who got some more questions? It is so dramatic, Calandria. Oh my gosh, it is so dramatic. Okay, so one person said, what happens if they had worked in payroll previously, but they didn't have a certification, but they did payroll for a small company? Would that be transferable?
Of course, any experience is transferable. Now, granted, of course, payroll rates change, but the dynamic, the shell, the foundation of payroll doesn't change. So if you've got experience.
Okay. Now, last time, this is Gerard's probably. Ooh, I'll let Gerard tell you. How many cohorts you at now?
I think this is number 9, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my God. Yes, he's number 9. Now let them know the process. They want to know how many weekends, how tough is it? Be prepared to learn in class. But I'll let Gerard tell y'all.
Yeah, so we spend 2 weekends, 2 Saturdays, 2 Sundays, and people will see like 4 days to be like, okay, do I have to attend each day? Yes, because it's not a repeat. Like I'm teaching the whole curriculum in 4 days. So in 16 hours, I'm teaching you the curriculum that the exam is based off of to be able to pass the exam. And you probably say to yourself, well, how is that even possible to do if I've never been in payroll? Well, I've been teaching this class personally. This is probably year 13 or 14. This is year 5 for Black on the Job, and we have hundreds of people, hundreds of success stories to say, hey, I didn't know anything beyond getting my own paycheck. And then I took the class. And the laughing that you see here, this is what happens in class. I can only let Sin attend like 20 minutes of the first session. We'll laugh a little bit because otherwise we would just be laughing. Y'all be like, I learned nothing, but I did laugh a lot. I'm just kidding. But no, so it's over 4 days. I teach it very practically. I go through all of the information that you need to know. I give very distinct examples of what you need. I answer any question. This is for you. And when I always say it, like, I know this information, so I want you to utilize, the 16 hours to its fullest potential. We set up a Google Classroom, and I put a whole bunch of different problems in there, some other things to keep in mind. But the information is very, very accessible, very available, and we have a good time. And what I'm doing is I'm prepping you to actually take the exam. So the reason that these cohorts at specific times of the year is because that's when the testing window is open. The testing window just opened, I think, a couple weeks ago. It'll be open through mid-April. So I teach this class in hopes that once you do the 2 weekends, you take maybe a couple more weeks to truly, study. You go and take the exam while the information is fresh. You pass. You have your name, FPC on all your documentation going forward, and then you catapult yourself into the industry of payroll.
What's your success rate?
My success rate was 100%.
Then you had that 1B?
It was 100%. So let me put it this way. My success rate is still 100% for everybody, because what I do in addition to teach the class is I offer a mock exam. And so it's an exam that's catered and it's built just like the actual exam would be, that I give for free, that I actually pay for because I host it. I provide it for you. So everybody who takes the mock exam and follows and passes or follows up with me on what they missed, everybody who has taken my mock exam has gone to Pearson and passed the exam and gotten their FPC. That one person had all the stuff to them, said, oh, I got this, ran off and took the exam, didn't meet with me, didn't do the mock exam, and then wanted to catch some feelings with Black on the Job, like, this class won't end. I'm like, how are you the only one?
Only one.
The only one.
Only one.
But I do pride myself that I have a very high success rate, and there's several people that have been in some of the previous classes that are in the chat today, and they'll be like, yeah, Gerard's the real deal. And I don't like talking about myself, but that is one thing I do pride myself on, is I know what I'm doing, and I can get you where you need to be.
Don't call yourself out. She said the virtual restriction messed me up. It's okay. We're going to get you together. I think what we're going to do, y'all know, y'all can always put your career on layaway with Afterpay with BOTJ, y'all. Y'all can always use Afterpay, Klarna, PayPal, and Four. So y'all know we always have payroll installments, so don't even worry about that. We're about to do our Jeopardy game soon. Now, Let me see. Oh, bye. Selena says, as soon as she passed, she changed her signature, and you better.
You
Now,
should.
you should. Now, Andrea answered you. She said, our frontline working doing payroll practitioners. We talked about that. It is an excellent, excellent, excellent study. We all are going to be in a Google Classroom with the other bees. I don't never close the classroom. The recording stays in the classroom for 45 days. It's like he said, he has quizzes in there, he has flashcards in there. It's very, very thorough, y'all. It's y'all, as long as you show up to all 4 days. And if you can't, you want to make sure that you at least watch the recording, but try your absolute best. It's not something to where you can't learn, but we're telling you this ahead of time. If your ass ain't sat down for 4 hours to learn something, and at least in the last 5 years, then yes, you better have your little coffee next to you, and you better have your pen out. And you might be like, oh my God, I ain't had to do this in a while. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay if you're challenged. Gerard and I are not going to lie. We're not going to sit here and say, oh, this is an easy way for you to make some money real quick. Just come to this weekend. We got you. We're going to teach you. No, we're not telling you that. We're telling you that you're going to be learning something and having an understanding, and it's going to challenge you. Now, he doesn't have a fail rate. This is a success rate, right? 99.99% of the people pass. But we tell you guys ahead of time that yes, you will be challenged. It will be difficult, okay? You think calculating how much these niggas supposed to be paying the child support and taking out their check is easy? You couldn't even get grocery money or goddamn diapers out that man. But now, you think you're going to learn how to take it before he even see it overnight. ChatGPT can't teach you that. Okay? No. Okay? Brittany said that she enjoyed her class and she wants to know that how can she get into the field without experience?
There's different ways to get in for without experience. So where I work at a service bureau, and so let me just kind of quickly explain what a service bureau is. So I don't do end-to-end payroll. So I don't do payroll for my company. I'm not key in end-to-end payroll. I work at pretty much a support center, a customer support center, where the clients call in and will ask questions. And so this is what I know. This has been my, actually today is my 18. I've been with my company 18 years as of today. And so what I always tell people is to look for those type of jobs, getting started off, because number one, they're going to pay higher than just like a payroll assistant. And we're not looking for people with payroll experience. We're looking for people who have customer service experience. Every person that gets hired under me, I teach them payroll. Like I don't look at the resume and say, oh, I don't see any payroll. I'm looking and saying, oh, they worked here. They've got attention to detail. Okay, they've got customer service experience. Okay, cool. Bring them on in. We interview them and I ask them questions related to, not to payroll. I ask them questions related to resiliency. I ask them questions related to attention to detail, and how they work as on a team, how they work individually. And so there's, the ADPs and the Paychecks of the world and the Paylocities, those kind of places. All of them have a support center that needs to be fielded by people that don't need payroll experience coming in, because we're going to teach you the system. We're going to teach you the software. We're going to teach you payroll. And so that's how you can get your leg in. That's just one way to get your leg in with not having quote unquote payroll experience. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm looking at a resume, even if I don't see payroll experience, you got FPC by your name, I'm immediately hiring you unless you show me you're like a convict, because that lets me know, all right, you may not have the experience on paper to show that because again, I'm not looking for that, but you having that FPC lets me know, okay, this person has studied, taken the exam. They know the intricate parts of handling payroll, even if they've never had the 9-to-5 job of actually doing it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And you know what? I do see the transferable skills in those who it's so much easier, I feel like, to work with someone who's transferring in with skills versus trying to, I feel like it's like build a robot. I got to teach you payroll skills. I got to teach you soft skills. I got to teach you communication. You don't understand how to be flexible. So you can absolutely transfer in. Now, congratulations. Oh, you don't even look like you could have been working anywhere for 18 years. Look at you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Look at
My
you.
birthday's in a couple weeks, so I'm
Oh,
excited.
oh, you know what? Black Hole Job would send you a nice check.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know what? Indian talking about street niggas are great with money. We have had a few in our payroll class. We accept everybody now. Before Gerard goes, I want to tell one more group of people, and we're about to get started on Jeopardy. So let me go ahead and put the link in because we're about to do our Jeopardy. So all y'all playing Jeopardy, y'all need to. We got 3 free tickets we giving out, and we got our blog winner. So get somewhere where you can focus. Go ahead. Now, the other group of people that we don't typically talk about, but I need to kind of remember this more often, is 2 different groups. First group is business owners. Understanding how to pay employees as a business owner can be one of your most expensive line items. I took the class the first time Gerard did it so that I cannot have to pay somebody to do payroll. Okay. So if you, oh, Tonisha, yeah, look at that. Oh, look at our little beekeeper. Okay. Evan Tonisha. Okay. So if you have a business and you want to know how to process payroll correctly, this is excellent for you. 2 other people. We got some golden bees. I'm very excited. I got a few golden bees that are coming to this payroll course. Some of y'all may be in this group too. Our golden bees are bees over the age of 57. If you are, old school bookkeeper, old school accountant type person, and you like admin sin, I don't want none of that additional stuff. I've been running my little bookkeeping business. This is my little, semi-retirement route. We have a few attending the payroll course so that they can add that service onto their business, right? So they already look at Gerard. Oh, yeah. They're
Good way to do it.
Yeah, that's one good way to do it. I got Miss Gloria. She is excited. She said, I can add this to my business. I said, you sure can, Miss Gloria. So you got a mama, you got a grandma. She's a little bit older. She's a golden bee. She wants a job to where it's not people centered, but people focused. What's the difference in? Meaning that of course, you're dealing with people's pay. So the center of your role is around how to pay people correctly and numbers, right? But it's not people facing to where you're talking to somebody all day and doing all of the rigmarole, right? This is excellent for that group of people. Also, our federal bees. Many times you guys are looked at as those who are very well in compliance and actually know how to think, right? So if you're a federal bee that got laid off, look at your compliance skills, your administrative skills, your logistical skills, like how Gerard said about the person in the service industry. You were kind of institutionalized to have these skills forced upon you. You might as well get paid for them, okay? So that's y'all too. Okay. Siobhan says she's 55 and dealing with a amino. So can I be a golden bee? Siobhan. Okay, so yes, if you already have a business, you're doing bookkeeping, you are a business consultant, you're in that realm, right? You're already doing some administrative operational things for small businesses, add on payroll. It's not like they're going to say no. I promise you, that is one of the number 1 issues that they don't know no idea about. They don't know how the taxes work. They don't know the difference between a 1099. They don't know when they're supposed to send out W-2s. They're completely confused, especially our people. Okay. Y'all niggas think that y'all can payroll people on Cash App. You cannot. Okay. Y'all been listening to Black LLC Twitter. They told you put your kids on there, right? Gerard will tell you, you don't just throw your kid on the S Corp document. That is not how that works.
That's not how that works.
At all. Okay. So if you're a business owner or if you want to have employees, you have to know how to pay them. And even if you were to hire someone to do your payroll, how do you know that they're doing it correctly if you have no idea what they're doing? You don't do that. A lot of y'all fell for that black LLC Twitter that's telling you you just start a business, you hire a bunch of people and you're on an island. That's not how that
Right.
works.
Start a business and then you can write off your G-Wagon. I mean, that's all you hear. It's just like, okay, it's a little more than that.
Yes, a lot more than that. So please make sure. All right. Andrea said y'all gonna end up going to jail.
She ain't wrong. She's not wrong.
She's not wrong. She's not. But honestly, my golden bees and my federal bees and my business bees, my golden bees, I'm very excited for Gloria. I've been speaking with her for the past week. She signed up for the course. I'm actually building out some additional pages on her consultant page. But what we did do is she has 65 customers that she's been working with for, I think she told me about 10, 15 years now. She sent them out an email to let them know, hey, I'll probably be adding on some new. Joy Boy, how the hell did you turn on that motherfucking light? Come here. Come here. Oh, you step on it? It's okay, mommy. Not mad. You just scared mommy. That's all. Say hi. I know. You just scared mommy for a second. That's all. But yeah, so she actually emailed our clients and asked them, hey, I'm going to be adding on some payroll services. Are any of you guys interested? She said out of all her customers, only 2 was not interested. So payroll is excellent for that. Excellent. That boy scared me for a second, y'all. Y'all, okay. That scared me. It's your turn. All right, Gerard. Well, when is your course?
My course starts next Saturday. So not this upcoming Saturday, but next Saturday. So I forget the dates. What are the next two weekends? So not this weekend coming up in a couple days, but the weekend after that and the weekend after that. And because they had planned to kind of push it back 1 week. I said, ho, sin. I got a birthday in March, so we can't be teaching in birthday, and so we need to push this up just 1 week, please. But so the next 2 weekends, so next weekend and the weekend after that.
Okay, the 28th. So make sure y'all click the QR code. Y'all say, thank you, Gerard. Y'all gonna see him in class soon. Gerard, we love that your gateway career continued upon that one path. You know what I'm saying? You tended upon that one path. You were a diamond career member in the payroll industry. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't Cinnabon and Cinnamon. Okay. Wonderful. You see, now, black man, this is how you look when you get married to a nice chocolate black woman, have you some nice, beautiful kids, and you know how to, get paid, get laid, whatever y'all want to call it. This is what it looks like when you're in a healthy, thriving marriage. How long you been married now, Gerard?
I've been married 15 years. It'll be 16 in May.
16. Hey, how many little beautiful little girls you got?
I got 2 little babies. Well, they're not even babies anymore. So my oldest is 11. She just started middle school this year. She's doing dance and cheer. And then my youngest is 8. She's currently doing basketball and tumbling. And then basketball ends next week and we'll go straight into softball.
Oh, well, we don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you're on daddy duty tonight, but we shall see you in class.
Sounds good. Love y'all, everybody.
Love you, Gerard. All right, y'all. Y'all ready for it? All right, let me put my code up so y'all can get started. Okay, we got 2 games. We got our 2. Okay. Now. Okay, hold on. Don't y'all leave. I know some of y'all don't be liking to follow the directions. So let me make sure. Copy invite. All right. So first up is How many of y'all enjoyed that? Y'all, who coming to payroll now? Who's coming to payroll now? Payroll is our favorite certification workshop that we do. I'm so happy we're doing this again. I'm so happy. We have so many bees who don't have degrees, bees who had hundreds of jobs on their resume, just couldn't make it work at some time, and payroll was their godsend. So I'm so grateful that Gerard does this workshop every year with us, twice a year during the exam times. Right, we're not doing this again till October. Now, before, how many of y'all are the blogger bees? Put blogger bee, because I'm about to announce the winners. Who been with mama as a blogger bee? Let's see. Let's see now. Let me make sure my screen is nice and big. Okay, y'all. Put blogger bee in the chat. Who's a blogger bee? Who's trying to win tonight? Who did they blog? Who did they blogs? My blogger bees pulled up. We got y'all. Y'all see, y'all got a whole new situation now. Y'all see y'all new situation? Oh, next class is in August. Thank you, Tonisha. Okay. Y'all Esther be having y'all. Okay. Yeah, blogger bees out here. Okay now. Oh, you said you sent it too late. All right. Now, Mama is hosting the awards. Uh-oh. Who's the winner? Main stage. Tonight, we honor B, who has been following us. We share closely. It is putting in the work towards a bigger bag. So Mama B says she got some winners tonight. Let's reveal the winner. 3, 2, 1. And the winner is, see now here? Because if the main one are not available, I'm clicking the button. Let me look in the comments. Who is it? Who is Cena S? Who is Cena S on the blog? You better answer, because if I'm going to click that button. Let me make sure I'm getting them. Let me take my phone off Do Not Disturb, just in case I'm seeing it late. Y'all saw Mama walking? Okay. All right, Cena S. Speak now before we give it away. Nancy, Cena, are you here? Her Instagram name is OG_P. She said, I'm here. All right, Zena, you have won the Blogger B package. Congratulations. We got another one too. I'm not giving your stuff away, girl. I got you, girl. She said, don't y'all, okay. She said, give it away. She is here. Okay, y'all. We got another one too. We got 2, right, Esther? Oh, then we got Jeopardy. All right. We got another. The honeybee raffle. Dip into the honey raffle for your chance at a golden prize. Oh, we got another one. Drawing. Oh, that's how this works. Okay, Cena, you won a LinkedIn workshop. Okay. Oh, Esther shit is so crazy. Let me make sure I pay her well, because I'm starting to feel like she trying to overskilled, and shit, she might gotta leave. Oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure I pay her ass right. Let me tell you, this is how you make sure you valuable, okay? This is our director of people. She made this, y'all. Lord have mercy. I look like she look like she trying to move it to HR techie tech, okay? China, you don't want you. I didn't call you China. Cena, you have won a LinkedIn workshop, okay? Congratulations, B. Congratulations. Okay, now, hold on. Let me make sure we good. Okay. Ooh. on YouTube, y'all. She want to make sure. Congrats, CC. Congrats. Okay, y'all, shit, y'all. Y'all, you know when your employees start showing you new skills, they want new money. Okay, that when they start showing you new skills, they want new money. I'm gonna have to go look at Esther check. Okay, because that shit was real fancy. You shaking the honey jars and stuff. Damn. She be going crazy on the graphics. I know, y'all. I'm gonna have to give her a little bonus or something. Shit, god dang. Woo, start making you when it's real good, y'all. You start to feel the money coming out the account from the sky. I'm gonna have to take that payroll class again. Make sure we doing deductions and shit correctly. Yes, she do be processing payroll. She do. Oh, y'all say thank y'all to Esther. Esther be on one. Woo wee. Can't y'all smell her asking for a raise? Haven't y'all seen Esther do a lot more in the hive lately? I can smell the raise. This, for our business bees. Can't you smell that PowerPoint presentation coming? And so I reinvented the blog engagement. I created this. Boom, I did that. Y'all, okay, shit, woo, wee, that money coming. I can see it now. I can see it now. Okay, I got to do good before, somebody try to snatch her ass. Okay? Before somebody try to snatch her, you gotta pay your people right so they stay. Okay, don't you worry, girl. Okay, she already sent to her trip invoice, and that's exactly what she be doing. Her and Makiba, they conspire against me. That's exactly what she do. Esther don't be wanting pay raises. Esther be wanting all expense paid vacations. Okay, Esther be like, I am thinking Japan. It's cherry blossom season. I want an anime conference and a massage. You be like, damn, girl. Okay. And she get everything. She get everything she asked for. Now, let me go ahead and, ooh, this is about to be some stuff. About to put it in the comments. Lord. Chris said, as a time I ain't never had old money, but I got some new money. All right. I have dropped the link. Let me drop it to my UBs. We do love us some Esther. Let me drop it to our newbies. All right. We doing payroll Jeopardy. Now, let me show y'all what Esther did. Let me see. I want to make sure y'all can see the cuteness. Okay. Let me see. Okay. All right, we about to play our payroll Jeopardy, y'all. Let me show y'all the cute thing that Esther did, y'all. Let me make sure I show y'all.
Welcome to Payroll AI Jeopardy. These three are buzzing with excitement, but only one.
Okay. Who remember Payroll Jeopardy from last time? Y'all ready? Oh, admin. Okay. Oh, let me make sure. Okay, Tonisha. Okay, I'll put the phone number in the comments. Now, some of y'all, let me make sure y'all know. Some of y'all have not met admin Tonisha, our beekeeper. Now, remember, with our beekeeper, y'all can always reach her by texting or call her, the beekeeper, on the website. Now, let me put the number up here, Tonisha. 657 233 25. Let me add. Hold on, I'm adding it now. Okay. We're very, very accessible, y'all. Admin Tonisha is here for y'all. If room is full, okay. The room is full, but we got more coming. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me go to the room. Okay, how do I go? Okay. So I got Yolanda, I got Court, and I got Sheena. Y'all three ready? I see Court and Sheena face. I don't see Yolanda. And let me
I'm trying to turn my camera on.
everything else so we don't have no problems.
Xiomara. I don't know how to turn my. Let's see.
Okay, make sure we all still here.
Oh, I think mine's is on now.
Okay.
I think I got mine's on.
Yeah, y'all three here.
Can you
Okay,
see
y'all
me now?
ready?
Okay.
I sure
Yes.
can.
Yeah.
Okay, we good. Okay, so I got my three names.
How do I turn my?
Let me make sure I do my names right.
my-
No, they're not going to see you. They're going to hear you though. They can hear you, but they can't see y'all.
Okay.
Yolanda, Court, and Sheena. Yolanda, Court, and Sheena. Let me go ahead and put your names. Yolanda, Court with the K.
Yes.
Sheena. Okay. So Yolanda, you're gonna be going first. All right, Yolanda.
Can
Can you see the screen good? Oh, there you go. Oh, perfect.
Okay, I'll do the
Okay,
customer
Yolanda.
service B for 100.
Okay. Customer service B for 100. Now, I heard that when y'all get it wrong, it's supposed to be taking away money. That's what I heard. But let's see. We're going to 500. Customer service B for 100. Handling customer complaints, resolving billing concerns, demonstrates this problem-solving ability.
Customer service. Yes,
Nope. Open.
All I hear is
Open. Who said that? Court or Sheena? One of y'all want to take it?
Could you
What was
hear
the
me?
question again?
Okay, let's see.
Could you hear what I said or no?
You said customer service, right? Right. Didn't you say customer service? Yeah. Okay. Court, you want to see the question again, Court?
Yes.
And you can see the screen. Can you see the screen?
I can see it.
Okay. All right, let's see.
Problem solving.
Oh, nope, it was issue resolution. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see who's next. Court, you're next.
Can I do retail management for 200?
Okay. All right. You gonna see you can see the screen good?
Yes.
It's time. All right. Retail management for 200.
Alignment.
Not quite, babe. All right. Anybody want to steal it? All right. Sheena, it's your turn.
Okay. Teaching B for 100.
Teaching B for 100. Ooh, okay. 15 more seconds.
Patient?
Let me see. I know it's not patience though. Okay, it's open for buzz. Anybody want to take it? Shy, you right on the mark. Oh, they helping y'all out in the comments, giving y'all the answers.
Wait a minute.
Teaching skills,
All right.
clarification, clarity.
Who said that?
Is it clarity?
Who's that speaking? Yolanda, is that you? You want to steal it with clarity?
Yeah, clarity, teaching skills.
Let's see. No.
Me, Yolanda. I said clarity.
You did. You was very close. I'll give you that one. I could do a manual override on that one.
I said clarity and teaching skills.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So all three of y'all struck out first round. All right. We got to bring up 3 new ones. Okay, y'all. So we have to have 3 new people come up. Let's see who I got in the waiting room right now. All right. We got Sonia, Patrice, and Pansy. I see Sharon and Lily Rose. I'm gonna open up some more spots. Oh, y'all not doing as well as last week. Okay. Did I just have a Sheena? Yep, I just did Sheena. So let me take Sheena out. Okay, should be some more room open spots now. Oh, y'all. Oh, you want me to repost the hyperlink? Okay, hold on. Let me repost it. Okay. So let me start over in game early. Let me refresh.
To Payroll AI Jeopardy! These 3 are buzzing with excitement, but only one can.
All right, so let's see. Now, who's that? Hold on. Joy! Don't run to that door yet. Hold on. Oh, that's yes. Okay. Oh, sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all heard my door. Y'all know how I be getting down. Okay. All right. So let me see my next 3. I got a Sonia. I got Patrice on. Pansy, are you ready? On. Patrice, I'm bringing you on. What about Pansy? Okay. Now I'm bringing Pansy on. Okay, y'all here? Okay, y'all ready?
Ready.
Y'all ready? Okay, you don't sound ready. Okay,
Are you able to hear me?
Y'all better get it together. I can hear y'all.
Okay.
Let me make sure I put the names in. Sonia, mute. So you gotta make sure you get off mute if you want to participate. But I hope you frozen. Who's Sonia? Sonia, I'm gonna have to let you go. Okay, there you go. Good. Is your I think your internet bad. Wave, Sonia. So I can make sure you good. I can see you even though they can't see you. Can you wave so I can see if your internet good? Oh, I think her internet frozen. Okay, so we can't do Sonia. All right, Lily Rose. Lily Rose, are you good? Let's see. I'm gonna bring Lily up as our 3rd contestant. I like this game. Okay,
I'm ready.
I'm adding Lily. Okay. All right. So let me put y'all 3 here. Lily, are you good?
Yes, I'm good, Sin.
Oh, Lily and Lily. All right, play. Okay, y'all know how to put Patrice. Sharon and wait, let me make sure. Patrice, Sharon, and Lily. Okay. Patrice, Sharon, and Lily. Okay, so we're gonna be starting with Patrice. All right, Patrice, what you playing on?
Okay, I'll do healthcare admin B for $100.
Girl, you go big or go home. Why you started so small?
I'll do 200. I'll do 200.
Let's just stick with 100 this first one, Patrice. But after that, you gotta go big.
Okay.
All right, well, let's see. Protect the facial record under HIPAA demonstrates this data protection.
Privacy.
Yeah! Patrice,
Yes.
you got it right. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, now. Sharon. Okay, Sharon, you next. Yep, yep, you next. Yep. Sharon, what's your number? Sharon. Okay, Sharon, you next.
It's like an echo.
I know. I'm trying to figure out who Echo it is. Let's see. It was Patricia's Echo. It's okay. I got Sharon. Sharon, you good? Sharon? Uh-oh. Sharon, you
Hi,
want to come
can you
off
hear
mute?
me?
Yep, I sure can. How you doing today, B?
I'm good.
Good. All right. What you playing?
I'm playing, let's see, Admin B 100.
Admin B100. Okay. Entering high values of profit. This one,
Turn high volume of office data correctly required. Let's go.
oh, too late. Oh, somebody want to take it from
Um,
Sharon? Lily or Patrice?
yes, I'll try.
Who said that?
Patrice. Sorry.
Patrice. Okay, Patrice. Okay, Patrice, what's your answer?
Oh, was it data entry?
Data entry. Okay, let's see.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. All right. Patrice, you are 200. Lily. Let's see. Patrice look like she trying to win her. Okay. She wanted her free ticket tonight. Patrice ain't playing with y'all. Lily, what you on? Lily? Let me see. I can't hear you. Oh, I see your mouth moving, but you ain't saying nothing. It's your ear. Lily? Type it in the comments. I thought it was a ticket to detail too, Sonia. get it together. They said they're gonna have to take your spot, Lily. And Hope says she right there. She right there. Okay, I see a private check coming in. Oh, she said finance for 300. Okay. As soon as I click it. All right, Hope. I mean Lily. Yep, Lily Hope. Boom. Just make the first release. Oh, that's the 300. Right in the nick of time. Lily said, I ain't even got to talk about it. I'll be about it. Oh, Lily said she about it tonight. Oh, Patrice, she coming for you. You next. Let's see who gets a fire. Okay, she ain't playing y'all. Okay, excuse and all. All right. Listen, what we doing? What we doing, Patrice?
I'm gonna do healthcare admin B for 400.
Okay. Woo. Parent documentation first.
The auditing reports.
Oh, let me see what that one is. It depends on what the answer is. You might get that one. Is it open for a buzz? Anybody want to try to take it from her? Now, Lily, if you take it, oh, you said audit. You said auditing. She said auditing. So you don't want to steal with that one. I do think it's auditing, though, to be honest. But we'll see what happens. I want to see if it's. Okay. Okay. Don't worry. Okay, don't worry. Pansy, I see your message. Okay, any of y'all want to take it? I really feel like it is. Let me see myself. Documentation. Actually, Patrice, you can have that one because it's documentation and auditing. Okay, so our first winner is Patrice because that 4 plus your 2. Okay, we got our first winner. Okay, we got our first winner. Let them know who Patrice is. Okay, she said, you know what? Let me go for it. Okay, Patrice. We gonna see you in our payroll course. We gonna see you in our course. Okay. Yes. Tonisha, the beekeeper, she told me to put her number right here. She said text her.
Okay.
Right? Okay. For her number. Okay. We got Patrice. She won tonight. Now, for those, I know it is. Tonisha said that game hard. Girl, they getting up $500. Okay. Now, as far as our participants, Pansy, Lily, Sharon, Hope, and I'm missing one of y'all, the one that was here earlier. Y'all make sure y'all text admin Tonisha because y'all want free workshop tickets to the LinkedIn or the interviewing for participating. So make sure y'all text too. And let me tell you something. She be having her little documentation. That's my baby big sister. You ever had a baby big sister? Have you ever had one of those? That's, yeah, I got a baby big sister. Okay, so she owned it. Okay. Oh wait, I am so excited, Patrice. How long you been with the Hive?
Since last year. I actually took the course last year. And when I took the exam, I failed it like by 20 points.
Okay.
So this is, yeah. So
you like, you back. Okay. You back. Oh, I'm so happy. Congratulations. We have a lot of winners tonight. Now, this one, Lily. This is, no. Yeah, Lily, how long you been with the Hive? see. Let me unmute you. Okay, go. Let me see if we can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes. How long you been with
Yes.
I? Hey, B.
Oh, girl, I would say it's been less than a year, but it's been a rough year. So I'm just tapping back in, girl. I'm getting ready now. I'm here. I'm present.
Well, I'm excited to see y'all. Thank y'all for participating. Make sure you guys go to the website now. I know that you said that you are back in after. Do you know about our job board?
I actually went on there today. I did. And I seen quite a few. So yes, I'm on it. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You make sure y'all see the job board. Let me make sure they see it because folks be acting like they don't know. Now, with our job board, guys, the good thing is that a lot of these opportunities, I'm actually about to put one in right now that somebody's sending me over as we speak. All the jobs on our job board, they have to at least meet 75,000 to go on here. That's one. Number two, a lot of our partners are on here. Like right now, you see Google, you see one of our favorites, you see that right there, that trust and safety compliance role for 150 to 216. Okay. If it doesn't mention the degrees on here, another thing is that you can have those roles sent to you, Lily. Did you know that? You can put what roles you want to be sent right over to you. So I want to make sure you guys are using the job board. If y'all text right here, y'all can speak right with admin Tonisha. Okay, so make sure you guys are using the website. Okay. Well, I am so happy to see y'all and meet y'all.
Thank you. You
Okay,
too.
well, I'm gonna see one of y'all in class, and I'll see one of y'all with some prizes. I wish all of you guys, head to the job board. Love, joy, and